Hello, everyone. Welcome again to another edition to Find Ways to Win. Once again, I'm your host, FitzgeraldStephens. Hope you guys have had the day you want, you work for, you plan for, you expect it, and you put the necessary action steps to go ahead and get it. I want to talk to you guys about a subject called use silence and lack of attention for your benefit. Use silent and lack of attention for your benefits. This is somewhat going to touch on certain areas of negotiation and trying to put yourself in the best possible position when you are negotiating. Now, there's an old adage in the business world that he who speaks first loses. He who speaks first loses. And I found that to be very true after spending almost 3 decades with sales in some capacity or another. When an offer is made and you're presenting that to your prospective client, you don't want to say anything. You want them to talk first. As a matter of fact, the one that can seem to be able to hold out the longest without speaking is going to be the one that has the advantage. There's another adage in reference to lack of attention, where it says, "Where attention goes, power and money flows." Where attention goes, and powers and money flows. How does this relate to us right now? Well, sometimes you have to play it cool. You have to train yourself to observe what's going on in the room when someone is actually has presented offer to you, especially if you want to put yourself in a better position. You don't always have to talk first. You don't always have to show interest first. As a matter of fact, those things really put you at a disadvantage in most cases. Now, where you want to go in there playing it cool. You want to go in there giving the idea that, hey, I'm interested, but I'm not going to let you know exactly how interested I am. Of course, you're thinking this. I'm thinking about your offer, but I'm really not going to show too much attention in your initial offer, because in your mind, you're looking to get a better offer. You're looking to get more leverage. Now, I have often talked on my screen, on my stream rather, saying I believe the best scenarios are where it's a win-win situation. But when you're in negotiation, make no doubt about it. You want to make sure your interests are taken care of first. That's just common sense. That's just good business. You want to make sure that you're going to feel good about the deal that you're getting ready to engage in, especially when it involves you putting your capital up, you putting your initial investment in. You want to feel good that you made the right decision. And so when people are generally playing, hey, we need an answer right now. This is a once in a lifetime deal. You got to move on this right now. We got plenty of buyers who are ready to get on this, or plenty of investors who are ready to get on this. And when someone is really rushing you into make a decision, that's the time really to pull away and show total lack of interest. I mean, if the deal is that good, as what they're saying, you got to ask yourself, well, why are they rushing it so much? Could it be that they need to raise up capital in a hurry? And if someone needs to raise up something in a hurry, could it be well thought through? What's the potential what's the potential that I could possibly lose my initial investment? Could it be that I can negotiate a wider margin or a larger share if I act like I'm not as interested as opposed to someone is? Could it be that they would have given more? Or could it be I would have placed myself in a better position if I simply kept silent, if I didn't simply show excitement at that time, to put them back on their heels, to put them on the defense. Ladies and gentlemen, these are ways that you're looking at to win. And when I say the name of this channel is Find Ways to Win, I mean exactly what those words says. To find ways to win. The first words I want to find a way to win is you. I want you to think, as far as for your interests first. And you have to protect your interests first. I've been involved in many deals and many of business deals, some good, some disastrous. And the ones that were good, they gave me time to really think about things. They wasn't really interested in rushing me to do things. I mean, the offer is going to be there. They understood I needed to think it over, to mull it over, to look at the facts, to look at the look at how the cards are laying on the table. The bad deals I got into, it was always a hurry, always a rush, always you got to give me an answer right now. Always, hey, we never mind. Here's the numbers. We prepared everything for you. You don't have to take it to your attorney. You don't have to take it to your lawyers. We did everything like that. I bought my first business like that. I was very naive and very foolish. Didn't have a fraction of the business acumen I do now, and I just wanted my own business. It turned out to be a disaster because I let the gentleman negotiate everything on his terms, every single thing from finances to equipment to everything like that. And guess what? That thing put me totally at a disadvantage. I wound up losing that business and put a lot of strain on my personal life because that was my fault. I simply was too eager. I didn't understand the power of using silence or lack of attention. I didn't understand that gentleman needed capital. He needed my capital right away, and that's why all the rushing was taken forth because he knew I wasn't prepared. He took advantage of my naivety, my ignorance in the world of business. So I pulled the money together at a source I shouldn't have. And it turned out to be a disaster. It was the numbers were wrong. It wasn't nearly as profitable as he said it was. But by that time, I've already given my deposit, already put already assigned my name to the contract, and it turned out to be a disaster. Set me back years financially because I was in a rush. I was in a hurry. I didn't know how to use silence or lack of attention to my advantage. And what I should have done, I should have backed off, And as he kept pressuring, I said, "Hey, you think the deal is that good? Go find someone else. I'm quite sure they'll be willing to do. But I don't want to engage in this with someone rushing me. In my heart of hearts, I didn't have a good feeling about it after all. But yet I foolishly went into it. Now, how does this apply to other areas of our lives? Let's talk about our relationships. Anytime someone is rushing you to make a decision in areas of relationships, be it marriage or be it networking or be it anything that seemingly we got to have a decision right away. We gotta move in together. We gotta get married right now. We gotta be a part of this club. The window is closing and we don't do that. I mean, walk the heck away. Walk the heck away. You have got to, if the bigger decision, the larger decision, the more potential of loss, the more you need to apply silence and lack of attention to the situation. If you seem desperate, if you seem needy, you will lose in the areas as far as putting yourself in the best position. Love ain't got nothing to do with business, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it sounds cool. And when I was a teenager, and in my 20s and my 30s, and even my 40s and my 50s, love ain't got nothing to do with business. Business. The name of the game in business is put yourself in the best possible position in order that you can maximize a profit. Preferably your partners can too, but you are to maximize profit, not to lose. Okay, so you have to think of it in doggone concrete terms like that. And so it's nothing wrong with you're sitting across like a car dealership, and they come in, hey, this is my best offer, and they slide it over to you. It's nothing wrong with when they say, hey, how does this sound to you? It's nothing wrong with you not opening your mouth. It's nothing wrong that you seem like you're not even interested in it. Even though you want to jump off the table and you want to shout for joy, like, wow, I got what I wanted. This is great. You never want to show too much excitement when you're negotiating. You never want to show too much interest when you're negotiating, because you have to look at negotiating for what it is. You have different tiers of negotiation. First, and rarely do people come out with their very best offer on the initial stages. Okay, but if they're going to come out generally like generally up to 3 offers. Let's slide something over to you. You show interest in it, okay, and you bite on that. Great, but you could have got a much better deal had you just would have showed lack of interest, or had you would apply silence. Because remember, they don't want to lose the deal. They don't want to lose the deal from working with you. They don't want to do that. And if you're working with people, they don't want to lose your talent, your strength that comes by way of being involved with them. So if you're sounding like you're so interested, if you have diarrhea at the mouth, and you like to talk so dang much, and you like to get all giggly and goofy and things like that, you're beat already. And so you have to apply logical, analytical, critical thinking when you are in negotiating. You have to forecast, why is this person rushing me? What if I make this decision right now? How do I benefit? What's the long-term implications? I mean, how does this benefit me down the road? 1 year, 5 years, 10 years? Am I in a better position, or am I in a worse? And that is going to come by experience. That is going to come by being able to talk to good mentorship, being able to get the counsel of elders and people who have been in that situation before, and even if you have to pay them for their advice, it's well worth it. That if it could save you disaster or lost resources. Now, but you have to train yourself to have a calm spirit. I have a brother. You guys often hear me mention my 2 younger brothers because I admire these men so much. I mean, they are my best friends, and daddy and mom taught us to be very, very close together. And we were always taught, you fight with your brother, you don't fight your brother. So we lived it, and we believe it, and still to this day. But my brothers are consummate professionals in what they do, and easily able to give me advice, as far as in areas of profession that I need. And but the middle brother, who I'm going to make a reference to, he has a very, very calm personality. This man is even keel. He doesn't get too high. He doesn't get too low. God, I admire that about him. He doesn't really get excited about anything much, and he doesn't get down in the dumps about anything much. He always has that persona, like, I'm calm. I don't get too giddy, too excited, because you know what? It put little wonder that the man's negotiating skills are incredible. That little wonder that he sees the win in the areas of finance. And little wonder he's almost working on a 30-year marriage. I mean, all these things contribute to his benefit. Now, me could actually place yourself in a better. You have given some away your power and some way your advantages by you being you're forecasting that you're rushing into something. This works with people. This works in business. I think business. I've long since taken the love out of it. I and I analyze who's in front of me. What's the long-term view? Back in my foolish days, when I used to take everybody at their word and everything, instead of their I mean, I was at a major disadvantage, and so are you. Yeah, I look at people as far as for their experience, their ability to get done what I need to get done, their character. Oh, you That's a huge one. Their character, how they deal under pressure, education, are they qualified for the thing, and their references. Before you need to take through those rigor mortis and saying like, hey, if could we perhaps we'll just. But I'm taking it with you. I'm trying to learn who you learn. I'm trying to list decisions. If that served me very, very well. And so I've learned that every time I seem to rush, and every time I seem to talk too much, or for a job, ladies and gentlemen, whether you're negotiating a relationship, and understand something, relationships are negotiation. Relationships are negotiation. What are we going to gain? Ask yourself, what are we going to gain by merging together, by us coming together? What do amplify your strengths? Please don't get up there and tell me you love how their body look, you love how her face looks, you love how she speaks with a southern drawl, you just love the fact that's how she puts the flower in her hair, or you love. Anytime you conduct yourself in the emotional realm, when you're trying with a clear, you're going in negotiations, you have to go in with a clear head. If you're going to network, you're going to find a way to win in your finances where you're duplicating your effort. And I have a business option. If you want to click on that, and ready to your, I can go ahead and get back to you on that, and just we could talk more about that. But if you're going to organize a team, any business deal, just because it's given to you, them, what you can gain. Young people have a problem with that. Hell, some old people have a problem with that. Some people, even my age, have a problem with that because they don't understand the game. How do we win? How together? If we can't win together, I can't win life for the better. Advancing your life for the better if we're involved in partnerships. Very, very critical that you understand that you have got to be hardcore dogmatic with yourself and very practical. You can't just go ahead and give away all your costs all at once. You can't do that. You may be loved and then starry-eyed with this person and things, or with this deal. I suggest you don't really sit up there and reveal that too soon. That's an emotional move. And emotion has no place in business. It does not. Because emotions cloud judgment. And you need to be sound in your thinking. You need to be rational in your thinking. And when I say sound and rational, I'm not only talking about thinking for the moment. I'm talking about thinking for the future. Where is this thing going? Do I see character flaws in there? Do I see holes in this business plan? Do I see different types of fluctuations? With the numbers that are not looking too good. Is the market being researched? Is there a product? Is there a need for this particular product? Is the margins good? The first man I bought my first business from, he taught me this story. Taught me this saying: no margins, no mission. There's a certain amount you got to make. And you can't go below that, or you're going to be out of business. If you allow people to come into your sphere, your life, what do they bring to the table? What do they bring? What is it? What is it? How does this benefit? Do you know marriage is a business? Well, Fitzgerald, you're going over deep end. Marriage is a business. Marriage involves a contract. It involves a contract. Okay, and there are penalties for breaking the contract. It's made divorce lawyers billions. I'm not joking right here. You better know who you're getting in business with. You better know who you're getting in marriage with. Just because y'all sleep in a bed doesn't take the business aspect. Oh, you think it's love? Are you making your decisions based? That's not a very good indicator. That can apply to your children. No, that can apply to you. That can apply to your puppies or your cat. But not in areas that can have detrimental effects to you if it's not properly thought out. Learn to use silence and lack of attention for your benefit. Learn to use those wonder trends of negotiating to put you in the best possible light, and learn to recognize when someone else is doing the same thing too. Because if they're really playing the game like you are, you better believe they're going to be running you through it to the same ring. You know, they're going to be looking at, hey, what does this deal bring to my life? How does this accentuate my life? Or how does this person bring value to my life? Is there a possible danger zone in here? Am I seeing character flaws? Am I seeing weakness in the numbers with the business deal? Am I seeing something that could put me at risk down the line? Or am I seeing something that can have an upward mobility? Am I seeing character? Am I seeing someone who's able to stick to it? Am I seeing someone who's not as emotional? Because they get emotional. Well, you know, you left the toilet seat up, or you didn't say hi, you love me too much. Okay, I'm going to run off with somebody else. Man, please. And then you sitting up there. What happened after you done lost about half of your property in divorce court? Or you're sitting in a deal, you know, when you default on a payment because you didn't have the proper numbers and you couldn't make the payments based on those projections because you failed to do your research. And when a balloon payment is coming up and you lose your business and you lose the collateral that was tied to back that, you're like, what happened? You didn't do your work. You showed that you were too eager. You showed that you talked too much. You didn't let silence be an ally. Silence wasn't a shield for you. Lack of attention wasn't a sword to you. There's always another way to win. I always believe there are ways to win, not just one. I like to keep options, and so should you. So I want you guys to really, really think on this. I want you guys to really, really put some thought into this. You know, am I downplaying love? No, love's got its place. Love got its place. Once it's been earned, once it's been tested and proven, yeah, you can release the gates of love. But until then, it's business, man. You know, you ain't got time to put motion in it. You ain't got time to get too excited about a business deal. You ain't got time to get too excited about a person that you're looking to long-term join up with. You know, how do we both benefit from this? Is this a win-win? And if it's not win-win, I certainly ain't going to lose. Sounds a little shrewd, but this is life. This is the way it's done. This is the way the winners do it. They don't sit up there and really write a lot of books on this subject or talking like I am trying to do that, but it all comes down to the same. You put yourself in the best possible position. Rudy said, sounds like a pressuring boyfriend. Well, I don't know what you mean by that. You know, I mean, I'm not quite sure, but I guess you could take some of the statements I'm making and imply it. I just don't follow you on that. So practice silence, practice lack of interest, practice using that for your benefit. Even if you're jumping inside, even if you're like, wow, this is great, this is awesome, I want it. Don't show it. Be cool. Be cool. If someone asks you, what do you think? Don't be so quick to blurt out all your heart and, you know, I blah 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 blah. You know, just keep silent. Or one-liners. All right. Possibly. Maybe. We'll see. You know, keep someone else guessing. Not you. You don't know exactly what you want to do. Stop opening your mouth up so much and giving away your advantage. Stop being so interested in something, giving away your advantage. Now, if you want to grow a market share, you want to grow a market, you want to grow a business, you're going to use the principle of you want to create interest. You want attention in that deal. You want to bring attention to you, because where attention goes, money and money flows, you know, and so you want to bring it up. I'm talking about mostly in your personal life and your business life, deals that you're putting together. Now, and so remember that. Hopefully this has been a benefit for someone. I certainly know I certainly believe it's been beneficial to a lot of people who are listening to my voice. I don't make content that I don't believe it can't help anyone. And so I like to give a shout out to to the new subscribers that came on today. I thank you guys so much, for checking in this channel and becoming a part of this channel, and just really trying to grow this by at least 1,000 people by the end of this month. I have a few days, so please help me out as far as with that, and by sharing this stream and talking about this stream. Really appreciate all the great people who have encouraged me and helped me along the way. Even people who have inspired me to speak about various topics. Hey, we appreciate you. And so what we want you to win. We want you to win. I really want you guys to win. I want you to be the best version of yourself. I want you to have things thought out through and think and put a lot of emphasis on, hey, not only the short term, but the long term. Will I find a way to win that will benefit me continuously? And if it's not going to do that, why be engaged in it? No, God bless you guys all, and I appreciate you so much for tuning in. Please like and share and subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much. Enjoy your evening.